Note to self, if you buy things from Wayfair, expect Wayfair quality. This table is pretty much falling apart. Over the past couple of months, I've been largely focusing on how to be more productive. I think the things that I've learned in this entire process, I could share with you, and this could be vastly important to a lot of people, particularly a lot of students. I'm going to focus on productivity from an aspect of procrastination getting in the way. Sometimes you'll get to a stage where you're highly focused on work, but you want to become more efficient. But I don't think that applies to a lot of people out there. I think one of the main barriers to productivity is procrastination, particularly for a lot of students. So these are some of the tips that I've learned along the way that could improve your productivity. One of the things that I want to address is my phone usage. Like a lot of people, my phone usage was really high. We're talking about 6.5 hours a day of phone usage. The first thing is checking how long you actually spend on your phone. When you're a student, I'm expecting that to be high, and you want to keep a target of, so what I did is I kept a target of 3 hours per day on my phone. I shouldn't be able to go more than 3 hours a day. But just putting in that target is a good start, but keeping to that target is another thing. So that's where I would look at ways in which I would have to keep to that target, or there'll be some form of a punishment. So my form of a punishment is I've got a lockbox that I can lock my phone in, and it's a timed lockbox that you can't access. So if I reach those 3 hours and it's in the middle of the day, my phone's going to be locked away for the rest of the day. In order to actually stick to those goals, you have to be harsh on yourself. So it has to be some form of discipline from your end. And the reason why you should motivate yourself to discipline yourself is because all of this is to make sure you spend your time better, which is something that's hard to do, but that's because there's a lack of discipline if you actually waste your entire day, or there's a lack of a punishment if you waste your entire day. So I've spent the morning focused on one task. One thing that I found was, particularly when you're trying to multitask on a few things at the same time, you end up doing a terrible job across the board. So if I'm focusing on working on a coursework guide for students, then I will not look at my emails during that period, because what I found is that when you're looking at your emails and you're expecting something about something completely different, you can easily get distracted, and once you start getting distracted, it's very hard to focus on the task that you initially wanted to do. So I try to remove all distractions to focus on that task, and I also use something called co-working. The principle behind co-working is really simple. If you're working alongside other people that are working, you're more likely going to do some work. So what I do is I join Flow Club, where I join a virtual room. There's 8 of us, and we'll be co-working for the entire morning. So I've put a link in the description box below for you to try Flow Club for free for 3 weeks. It has changed the way I approach work. So I use Flow Club I'd say roughly about 40 to 50 hours a week to be accountable and to work alongside other people. So I use that for the morning. I taught at the university in the afternoon, and now I'm wrapping up with my emails. And then we're also going to host a webinar this evening for MicroPharm. So we're going to go through an introduction to cardiovascular disease, which is one of the high weighting topics for the GPAC exam. So I'm hoping to do more of these vlog style videos. I'm hoping you found it useful. If you did, please let me know, because it's something that I've been putting off for a while now. Thank you for watching.